cameras. They aren't just on cell phones or outside ATMs anymore. Now they're wearable cameras. And in several towns in Britain, the police are wearing them. Nick Watt recently filed this report.
An officer's eye view as he breaks up a fight.
Oh, I'm not doing anything.
Right.
I'm in a car.
Calm it.
I'm in a car. I'm not doing anything.
But how can he wrestle a man to the ground and film it at the same time?
You're under arrest for a fray. That's fighting.
He's wearing the camera on his head. This is Plymouth on England's south coast, where the police are testing this revolutionary new crime-fighting tool. So far, they like what they see.
Without being crude, it's in your face.
It most certainly is. Take this quiet Sunday night.
Calm down, calm down. Calm down.
You're not welcome back here, so off.
You can actually show what that person was like at the time that they were being dealt with by the officer, as opposed to the clean, well-presented individual that they turn up at court.
Can I just say, yeah, I've asked you to leave. I want you to leave.
I'm
Right?
fixing my bag,
Okay,
right?
not a problem. I'd just like you to leave, thanks.
I'm going.
This country already bristles with more than 4 million surveillance cameras, a deterrent to would-be criminals, a useful tool for police to gather evidence, and now an accepted part of daily life.
You all right then?
And most people in Plymouth welcome this new frontier in surveillance.
The only people who would find it intrusive are people who are actually doing wrong.
The police are proud of their new toy.
So I could record something and then go back to it 5 minutes later if there was like a fight or something. I could, and you say, right, that's the ringleader there. He's the one who started it. And so we'd have an instant arrest.
One of the main advantages of these headcams is the amount of time that they save. How? Well, whatever Tony records on that camera, whether it's a fight or an arrest down here in the city centre, he'll take that back to the police station where the video is downloaded. So this video has now replaced the written statement, and that can save a police officer about an hour every day in paperwork. And this headcam video is admissible as evidence, so officers don't have to spend time going to court to testify verbally. They just play the video in the court. This woman was the first person in Plymouth prosecuted using headcam video. She was seen through the mail slot strangling her boyfriend.
Sit down. Just sit down and calm down, all right?
This is my home. Yes. Now go away from me.
Her boyfriend recovered, and when she saw this video, the woman pled guilty to assault and was sentenced to 6 months in jail. The whole process from crime to conviction took just 17 days. Without the video evidence, it could have taken weeks.
And members of jury actually get put back at the scene of the crime.
If she says, he's assaulted me, and I've got on head camera a black eye, a cut lip, a nose that's been bleeding, that is evidence.
Now, most victims don't need to go through the ordeal of testifying in court.
A lot of domestic violence incidents tend to be drink-fueled, and when you show the suspect sober what they've done when they've been drunk, it's really impactful, and often you get very early guilty pleas from the actual suspects at that point.
Right, calm down.
Convictions for violent crime in Plymouth are up 26%.
No matter how good you are at actually writing a full written statement, you cannot beat the audio and visual from the head camera evidence.
There's 2 males in there, quantity of white powder, looks like cocaine.
No worries. The audio is often key. Police called to a nightclub.
What is that, mate? Cocaine.
Okay. You cannot say, oh, it wasn't me, I didn't say that, I didn't do that. They are putting their hands up. If they know that they've committed that crime, they're putting their hands up at a much earlier opportunity and pleading guilty.
But it's not all drugs, fights and abuse.
Just remember, keep off the benches.
Will do.
Keep off the furniture, all right?
Yeah.
Well done, lads.
The camera doesn't even have to be recording to get results.
Once they notice it, their whole demeanour changes, their attitude changes. You realise you're in a pedestrian zone, you shouldn't be here. As soon as they see it, even though it's not on, they'll think it's on and they'll stop what they're doing. So it's a magnificent deterrent for that.
How does it make you feel, sort of 21st century RoboCop?
Yeah, those jokes came about in October when we first used it.
Pull them in right down here.
And there's one more thing. We asked the boss if police behaviour has also improved.
That we haven't had a single complaint against any officer who has been wearing the head cam.
Why? Well, maybe because the officer's eye view shows everything. The watchers are also being watched.
I've had enough, all right? I've listened to enough. You're under arrest, all right? You're under arrest for being drunk. No, no, you're not, for being drunk.
I'm Nick Watt for Nightline in Plymouth, England.
Well, you know, the British government has deemed that pilot program in Plymouth to be so successful that they're spending more than $5 million to support similar programs. And several other towns have also adopted that practice. And our thanks to Nick Watt once again for that.